Hello web developers, we're going to be talking about Bootstrap Carousel, and this plugin is a component for cycling through elements like a carousel would do. So it's more like a slideshow, as you can see here in the example we're going to be working on. And how are we going to use or create this effect? First of all, we have to include our Bootstrap and JavaScript CDN. So here we are, three links we talked before. We have the Bootstrap CSS, jQuery, and Bootstrap JavaScript. These three references or links are going to be adding our Bootstrap. We also created for this sample. It's going to be working and with the margin of the photos, okay, and the width. But let's go deeper into our code. As always, we created a container class. But let's talk more about this. Okay, so we start with the first the uttermost div, and here the carousel requires the use of an ID that's ID'd as my carousel for the carousel to function properly. Okay, then we have also a class. This class basically it's going to specify that this div contains the carousel, and also add the slide class. And basically what this does is that it adds a CSS transition and animation effect, which makes the item slide when showing a new item. We can remove this and we'll lose that sliding animation. Let's take it away for a while. See now that our images just swap between them. There's no slide animation. When I add back the slide class, I get a smooth sliding transition. Okay. Then we have our indicators, and I have a ordered list with the class carousel indicators. And this class basically what it's doing is that the indicators are the little dots at the bottom of each slide, which indicates how many slides are in the carousel and which slide is the user currently viewing. Okay, so and the indicators are specified in an ordered list to basically know what order are the slides going to be. That is slide 2, first picture will be 0, 1, second picture, 2, third picture, and 3, fourth picture. Okay, we can also there's an data target, my carousel, so it knows where that I'm pointing to. So I'm making reference to my carousel, the div I created at the beginning, and every time I click on that indicator, I switch to the corresponding slide. Okay, so let's go to the wrapper for slides. Here we go. And in this section, we basically created 4 inner divs that contains an item, and those items are our images, or my images in this example. So you can see that every image is inside a div. Okay, so you want to do this correctly. You can add more if you like. An important thing about this section is that one of these classes must contain the active class, because without this active class, the carousel will not be visible, so we have to add this. Otherwise, like I said before, the carousel would not be visible. Okay, and finally, we have the left and right controls, and in the left and right controls, we can control if we want to go to the next picture or the previous picture. Okay, basically here we're talking about here and here. Click to the right, and we'll go to the next. Left click, left arrow, we'll go to the previous picture. And basically, we're making reference. Look that they are hyperlinks at tags. And what we're going to be, there's a reference to my carousel, that div we created at the top here. And with the data slide attribute, we're just telling them to go previously, pref, to go back, or using next to go to the next picture. Okay, so let's see this is an example one more time. Look that if I click right it'll go to the next picture. If I click left on the left arrow, it'll go to the previous picture. I also use click on the buttons, on the indicators at the bottom, and it'll take me to my corresponding slide. With this, we conclude our demo on Bootstrap Carousel. Stick around and look for our next video. We're going to be talking about Bootstrap tabs. Bye-bye.